Financial freedom through simplicity, the hidden weight of money. Most people think financial freedom comes from getting more money, more income, more investments, more opportunities. But in reality, financial freedom starts with less. Less noise, less clutter, less debt. When I was younger, I thought building wealth was about finding the smartest investment. I chased complexity and spent sleepless nights worrying over financial decisions. The real breakthrough came when I started subtracting. Simplicity cleared my mind, and for the first time I felt financial peace. Before we go deeper, please like the video and subscribe if you value calm and practical wealth building. In the comments, tell me the single debt that weighs most on your mind. I will dedicate a segment next week to the most common themes. Step 1. Clearing the noise with debt reduction. Debt is the loudest distraction in the financial mind. Even small balances whisper constantly, shaping our decisions. The interest costs matter, of course, but the real damage is the constant noise debt creates. Owing money is like having someone sitting on your shoulder, reminding you of what you lack. It is difficult to invest with confidence when part of your mind is always in repayment mode. The first step to simplicity is sweeping away this noise. Focus on high-interest debt first, such as credit cards or personal loans. Eliminate them systematically. Are you interested in learning debt reduction methods such as the snowball method, very psychologically motivating? Or maybe the debt avalanche method, the most financially efficient? Or perhaps debt consolidation, easiest but tricky? Let me know in the comments, and I will make an episode about it. Each debt removed is like removing a stone from your backpack. The walk of life becomes lighter. The Zen masters taught that you sweep the floor before you sit in meditation. In the same way, you must clear debt before you can invest with clarity. The Zen of money. Money itself is not complicated. We make it complicated by piling on layers of fear, comparison, and desire. Wealth is not about having the largest pile. It is about having clarity of mind when making choices. Decisions from a quiet mind prevent costly mistakes. A calm investor is a wise investor. Simplicity is not a lack of knowledge, it is the application of wisdom. Let me give you a clear picture of how simplicity works in your favor through compounding. Imagine you are 25 years old and you decide to put aside just $5 a day. That is the price of a cup of coffee in many cities. $5 a day adds up to $150 a month, or $1,800 a year. Now, if you simply saved that in cash, you would have about $18,000 after 10 years. Not bad, but not life-changing. The real transformation comes when that same money is invested in a simple global stock fund with an average long-term return of about 7% per year. With that return, the same $150 a month grows to nearly $26,000 in 10 years. That is almost 50% more than saving in cash. But compounding does not show its real power in 10 years. Look further. At age 45, just 20 years into this habit, those modest daily savings could be worth more than $120,000. By 65, when retirement arrives, the total is close to $400,000. Remember, this is not from large sums of money or complicated strategies. This is simply $5 a day, invested consistently, and left to grow. Let me give you another angle. Suppose instead of starting at 25, you wait until you are 35 to begin. You save the same $150 a month with the same 7% return. By 65, you would have about $190,000. The difference between starting at 25 and starting at 35 is over $200,000. That is the cost of waiting. This is the quiet magic of compounding. It rewards simplicity, consistency, and time. You do not need to predict markets or chase the next hot investment. You need to start, keep it simple, and stay with it. Mistake number 1, chasing complexity. One of the biggest traps I fell into early was chasing complexity. I thought that if I read enough reports, watched enough news, and followed enough trends, I would be ahead. Instead, I was exhausted and reactive. Complexity creates confusion. Confusion creates mistakes. There is a Zen saying that to learn, the cup must be empty. If your cup is already full, nothing more can enter. In financial terms, when your life is too cluttered with information and options, you cannot act with clarity. Keep the cup open. Keep your decisions simple. Quick pause. If one idea has landed so far, write one line in the comments. My next subtraction is followed by the product, account, or habit you will remove this week. Your example may help someone else make the same move. Mistake number 2, overlooking the ordinary. We like to believe that big breakthroughs will change our financial lives. A hot stock tip, a big bonus, a sudden windfall. But in truth, ordinary actions repeated daily are the foundation of wealth. Small, consistent savings, automatic contributions, regular check-ins with your spending. These actions are ordinary, but they become extraordinary over decades. Zen practice teaches us to find the extraordinary in washing a dish or sweeping the floor. In the same way, financial practice is about finding meaning in these small, repeated actions. Simplicity honors the ordinary, and in doing so, it creates the extraordinary. Practical simplicity in investing. So how do we practice financial simplicity? Start by building around 1 or 2 global funds. These are broad funds that own thousands of companies worldwide. They give you growth without the noise of constant selection. Add 1 global bond fund for stability, and you already have the foundation of a lifetime plan. In my middle path portfolio, I describe a stage-based approach to investing across life. But the essence is very simple. In the early years, focus on growth. In midlife, balance growth with preservation. In retirement, emphasize stability while still keeping a slice of growth to outpace inflation. The important point is that simplicity in investing is not ignorance. It is wisdom. Mistake number 3, financial clutter. Financial clutter creeps in quietly. A new account here, a side app there, an insurance product we barely understand. Before long, we have a tangled mess of accounts and statements. Each one demands attention. Each one takes energy. Clutter in money equals clutter in mind. Simplify. Consolidate accounts. Cancel unnecessary products. Remove the apps you do not use. The less paper and passwords in your financial life, the more space your mind has for important decisions. Simplicity and space are wealth in themselves. Advance insight. Wealth as connection. At its highest level, wealth is not about numbers at all. It is about connection. Relationships built on trust create opportunities that no investment product can match. In business, clarity and honesty are worth more than leverage. In family, generosity and listening create security far beyond what money alone can provide. A Chan master once said that enlightenment comes when you connect to the world. Financial freedom is not isolation. It is the ability to connect without fear. When money becomes a tool for connection, rather than a weapon of comparison, it serves its true purpose. Conclusion: financial freedom is space. Financial freedom through simplicity is not about control. It is about space. Each layer of simplicity gives you breathing room, reducing debt, avoiding complexity, honoring the ordinary, consolidating clutter, and finally connecting through clarity. There is a Zen saying, spring comes, the grass grows by itself. When you create the right space, growth happens naturally. The same is true of wealth. Clear the noise, and freedom unfolds on its own. If today helped, please like, subscribe, and share this with one friend who needs more financial breathing room. In the comments, ask your questions about simplifying debt or investments, and tell me the one action you will take in the next 24 hours. I read every comment, and I will answer as many as I can.